Hey guys, it's Home by 100 here. Today I'm making an update because, well, I haven't made one in quite long, so I decided to make one. And considering I've been doing quite a lot of work on the layout, as you can see. So I'm just gonna make one now. I'm on the tripod with the camera, so I'm quite limited to where I can move. But if I need to get any shots in, I'll just zoom in. But yeah, I'll start with this side because this is the side I've been working on, as I said. The ballasting hasn't changed, nor has the weathering. It's all been the same at the bottom section. What I have been doing is building up. So if you remember before, it was just the bridges and the track. And now I have installed the upper section, the uppermost section, which is quite high now. It's above. It's pretty high for what it is. It's in 2 levels, and up there is 2 tracks that will go behind there, will travel along under the boards. Oh yeah, by the way, behind all these boards are all open by a gap of about I'd say about 20 centimeters, so that gives me a huge, basically the gap's as wide as that, so I can literally stick my head in there if I need anything, but most likely I won't need to do anything, no track work. And I will be able to remove the board to the top board. And as for these lower tracks, there's a much larger space, so even if I can't remove all the boards, I can easily repair some track work just by using my hands and sticking it under the board. So yeah, there's no problem there. I've done this literally just this week when I've just got some wood and I started cutting and stuff. So it's taken me quite a lot of time to, especially up there. The board here is 3.6 from that side all the way to there. It's only 60 centimeters in width, which is not that big. My plan or intentions, I was originally going to have a huge mountain just covering that top section, but then I decided what's the point of wasting all that space. So I just decided to put like a mini hillside across this long stretch, which is 2.7 meters. All this plaster cloth. I didn't even have to buy plaster cloth because I had a huge pack of it, 80 meters, and I still have leftover, and I still have more in the box. And I used it before on my old layout to build like all my mountains, so you can tell how much plaster cloth that is. And yeah, under there is just mesh. And my next job is to paint it, but I'm not doing that until I get all the woodwork done. Otherwise it's gonna kind of get the scenery dirty, so I don't want to paint even the paint, so I'm going to leave the paint till last. I've got the board, it's at the back from the top, but I'm just waiting to finish the track work behind the hill. So I've only got up to there with the track work, so I need to go all the way around. Plus I need to finish off the bridge, which I still don't have. I need to get some few bits and pieces from eBay if I can find to finish off my bridge, because I don't need a lot. I mean, I've got these pillars, but I need a couple of more bridge sections itself to finish it off. So yeah, my intentions here is to have a tunnel like similar to down here, but 2-mouth tunnel, and the upper section will have quite a large long town, and that will feature a moving car system as like here, followed by here, and that will, as you can see, the car system the forward car system goes around under the tunnel and then back round. I'm going to have a similar thing up here, and it's going to be a 2-lane car, hopefully, if I can fit it in 60 centimeters. It needs a bit, I think the minimum to have is about 50 centimeter bend for it not to come off, but I think I have more than enough for 2 lanes. And then I'm not sure yet if I'm going to cover the back and just have the front showing yet. I don't know if it's worth having 2 sides showing, so a whole circuit of the car showing, or just the front side as I've done with the bridges where it just goes back. I may just do it that as well and halve that, put a board round it. I'm really not sure yet. but either way it's gonna look nice. But I'm probably going to go for the option of putting the backboard on or something, because it kind of disguises everything, I guess. So yeah, platforms, I've sanded this side down quite a lot. There are some crevices and stuff in the polyfiller, which, to be honest, I'm not going to fill, because I'm going to make those it's like potholes. Like, I'm going to make it as realistic as possible, so I'm going to paint that over, and it's going to have some like dents and stuff that will be more of a realistic platform. I don't want it to be pristine, because you don't really see platforms pristine a lot. So, you know, it's just like really smooth like lumps in the ground, or humps in fact. So just gonna have those you can't even see them, if I'm being honest. Once I paint them, they'll probably be less visible even. So it's not even worth the effort of going over with polyfiller again, sanding it. I'm gonna leave it, I think. So now I can have up to 6, 7 working trains running all at one time on separate lanes. And compare that to my old layout, I could only have about 3, plus I couldn't have, on my old layout I could only have 3 freight trains. The freight trains would have to run through the 1, 2nd and 3rd radius. The smallest radius I have on this layout is 2nd, or even, no, 2, I'd say about 3 to be honest, and that's that. Actually this is a bit smaller, but it's like maybe between 2nd and 1st radius, but I'm not planning on running anything like Pendolino up there. But the Pendolino can take that bend, the big one. It's only because the reason the radius is really tight up there, it goes from like 4th to like 1st, is because the gap between there and there is massive. So, you know, I've only got a 1.2 meter width, and I can only fit 4th radius at max. So I had to make it a bit smaller, so I can have an equal distance between them, so it's okay. Other than that, I haven't done anything on this section, just to finish off the track work, and I can get everything else done, which is brilliant. So moving on, this is all, nothing's changed here really, until we get to the other side, which is my new town scene, which is similar to the one I had on my old layout, but it's bigger in all ways, and it's much lighter. The other one weighed a ton and it was like really small. This one's been properly built, and it's taken me quite a long time to get the measurements in. And yeah, so now I have 2 towns here and here, 2 massive cut areas. So I finished this literally yesterday, putting the boards on. Well, I still haven't finished it. I need to cut off the remainder beams sticking out. I can do that. And this is, my plan is to have maybe, I'm not going to have a cast system up here. I don't see there's a point, because it's quite a tight space, so it's not just going to have a circle going around. It's not worth having that, I think. Or I may, I don't know yet. But there's going to be a town scene up here like the old one, but there will be no cable car or anything like that. So it'll probably just be a typical town scene, I guess. I'm not sure what I'm going to put up there yet, but we'll see. Other than that, there's nothing really on the layout I've done. So I will be updating soon on more progress, because I have some more track coming, and I've got some weathering paints and stuff. So, and I'm gonna have to try and find a bridge, so I'll probably get the track work up here finished. Hopefully have a running session of all 7. I don't even have 7 trains to run, if I'm being honest. Most of them are either broken or need repairing, because when I work I'm quite clumsy and I drop them all the time. Well, some trains anyway, not the precious ones. The precious ones I keep up there, or the ones that are precious to me. And in those boxes, which you can see are empty, that shows how many trains I have. I've got one up there, that's quite a precious one. And yeah, I dropped those 2 the other day when I was getting a board on. I'm quite stupid. I think I broke one of them, but I hope not. I really do hope. I have 3 trains currently running. I need another 2 trains to fill up the lanes, plus I have all these sidings, and I've got another 2 trains to run up here. So I'm thinking of having maybe a typical steam train up there, nothing too modern, or freight trains, but freight trains or whatever. And here I'm probably going to have an intercity train, hopefully, if I can find one, but they're very expensive nowadays. So I may not be able to find one for a good price. But yeah, there's a lot of new trains out. I've just been busy building the layout, I guess. I haven't even switched on the ecos or done anything to it. Just left it standing, and my elite's just dormant. Don't even need it anymore, to be honest. So yeah, I'm thinking of putting a few points at the back, but I don't know if that's really worth doing anymore. But we'll see. So yeah, I think that rounds up my update. So thanks for watching, and please remember to rate, comment and subscribe, and bye for now.